roll through there. So let's take a look at what he's playing. So we're going to be watching, it's Devin playing Riven top. A lot of experience playing against a Riven, so I can pretty much give you an idea what he needs to do and what he needs to do to just shit all over this game. And Ryze shouldn't stand a chance in this lane at all. So pretty much, if Ryze gets a little too close, he just jumps onto it. Amumu should try to camp top if possible. It's pretty much when you start a mana crystal, you're not respecting at all. But the main thing right now is all he needs to do is farm well. He started a longsword, 3 pots. Let's see. So if he kills these 3 minions, it's only 3 casters. If he decides to jump on Ryze right now, he's gonna end up pushing his lane. But there's nothing wrong with pushing your lane right now as long as you push it fast enough. You can let it stack up. So he decides to jump on. No stun, drops a couple autos, misses 1 CS for that. Shouldn't be too much. I'm not a professional expert, but whenever I play against a Ryze, I want to jump onto him. So he misses another CS, takes too much harass. Going against a teleport lane, so you need to be a little bit careful. So whenever he auto attacks you, you want to jump on. So going in there and not getting a perfect CS is probably a bad idea. It comes in, stuns the minion, decides to back off. Gonna need the auto pot up, but you just pretty much drain Ryze's HP. And then there's the ping coming out from Amumu saying J4 is coming top, and if he decides to check this bush, he's going to go down. So it's obvious that J4 is there if he's running through the minion wave, so you want to be a little bit careful. There's the ward from It's Devin. So what he should have did was just pretty much just farm it up. Kind of let your wave stack up. So, and if Ryze comes in for an auto attack and drops his ability, because they always do, the minions will run at Ryze. Sand Slot, thank you for a donation, another donation. Was it just me, or did Riven attack Ryze at the start? Or did Riven attack Ryze at the start? I think it was just you. I mean, he did after a couple of those minions drop down, but like it wasn't like right at the start. He didn't just jump onto him. So J4 is giving out too much information right here. So Amumu was kind of low. Let's see what J4 decides to do. The ward is gone, and now Riven is playing back. And Riven only has 6 CS. So, and then Show's going over that ward, and it looks like he has to come over here. So Ryze is pretty much getting free time by himself. He has no mana though. You did the job by getting through this. Let me see what his MR is. He has 39 MR. So probably a big mistake. Like CDR is definitely very important. I know he has 10% or 5%. So I don't know if, I guess he might be using per level MR. Probably a bad idea. If he ran flat, he would have been able to tank Ryze early. And being able to tank Ryze early and drop, make him go equals, yo, Style Boom, I need to, I'm going to go ahead and mute this. Almost, I don't want to. Alright, so yeah, more MR the better. You know, even using lifesteal Quints.
Oh my, like
Nintendion,
like
welcome.
Fanboy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, using more MR, having about 47 level 1, 9 in defense, 21 in offense on your masteries, would equal more, you know, sustain 3 pots. But he comes back in. Now he's going to be able to harass you, get you out of lane. He's going to chase, looks like, unless you get out of there. Now this forces you to back. It just delays your next item. So you only can go back and pick up 2 long swords. So he's going to come back in. And if he buys a Vamp, it's just going to make him a lot squishier. So buying maybe a Dorn's blade if he has enough for it. Let's see if he has enough. No, buys Vamp. So, and then he buys a bunch of pots and a ward. So Ryze is just going to pretty much get levels. Even though Ryze doesn't have farm, Riven's not farming either. Ryze is just going to be, you know, up 1 level on Riven, just going to be able to do more damage because, you know, when you level up, you get more damage. You become a little bit more tankier, but Ryze, you know, is not going to build, well, he is building armor, so he's going to get an early glaze. But yeah, getting that tier, he's just going to be able to just be able to farm his Q, and of course, farm underneath the start and be safe. And Amumu wasted so much time, so he just didn't have any presence top lane. Occidental, man. Hey brother, hope Kelly's been treating you well. Glad to see you still doing your thing. Of course, man. Of course. Congratulations. And you see how he just hit level 4? He's 1 whole level and a half behind Ryze. 1 whole level because he had to go help Amumu. And of course, he just didn't have that MR, and he is using per level MR because you can see he's at 43 right now. So it's just going to be a struggle for him. He's just going to have to, you know, he's going to pretty much be a non-factor. He's not going to be able to supreme carry this game by himself. Amumu's gonna have to wait until level 6, and J4 is gonna be next level to shit too. You know, he's level 3 at this almost 7-minute mark. It's a waste of time when you don't know what to do. Like, when it comes to invading, you gotta have a plan. You gotta be like, okay, you know, Amumu might contest this. You know, it helped Rise, though. It definitely helped Rise, but he just pushed the lane too hard. He didn't focus on farming. If he would have just focused on farming and getting through the first 5 levels, and just letting Rise just stand there and hit him, or backed early and got 2 extra Dorm Blades and came back in the lane, that would have been so much better, because he would be getting HP, sustain. He has his Valor, which gives him a nice fat juicy shield, and would be able to make Rise use all this mana. But Rise ported back into lane since he has teleport, so it's Devin should have just, you know, brought teleport. And right there he made a big mistake by not letting the minion, the tower, drop the caster to 1 HP before going in with Broken Wings. Yeah, if he would have did that, then he would have had enough time to clear that minion wave and without maybe losing 1. So here with Rise back in with no teleport, you want to push this as hard as possible so Rise misses CS underneath the turret. And since this lane is pointless, you want to try to put as much damage as possible on this turret, especially with the caddy wave. So here the option would pretty much be put low damage here or proxy this wave before he gets back in the lane, because when he gets back into the lane, what he's going to do, he's going to drop abilities on you. So yeah, he pushes that, and that's fine. You know, you pick up those 3, you hit level 6, and you made him miss a wave, maybe a wave and a half, I think. No, I think it was just a caddy wave he missed. But yeah, you see Rise, he's still 1 full level, and he was a level and almost a half on you. And there you go. That's what you do to try to deny the guy you're going against. But of course, he just made, you know, he just, fuck, hold on. Oh, did I get this next guy? Let me move this chat. Right. I feel like it blocks. So Rise is gonna do the same thing. When Rise does this and he backs enough, Crossfire, Crossfry, welcome man. Thanks for summoning. Crossfry, okay, he's not built up. So here, there's no need to just run through this. He can just auto attack and just farm underneath this turret and take his time. Boom. So he can auto attack Broken. Okay, he doesn't use. He should have used his Q right there. Okay, he should get all of them. Nice. Alright, so still no Amumu because Amumu's not level 6 yet. Yeah, he's still not level 6. It's 9 minutes in. J4 just at level 5. He's almost level. So they're both almost level 6. This is like useless.com. There's the Wind Slash coming in, Blade of the Exile, and then it gets active, not doing any damage, but doing enough damage to kind of, I guess, back off Rise. Rise needs to be a little bit careful. You might see Devin flash in, but I don't think he has enough damage. So, well, if he has that shield, might be able to get close to death if he flashes, and he flashes. Let's see the follow flash here. So yeah, now he has to be careful. If he can get this kill, he catches back up. So he gets the kill, makes Rise miss all this farm. So it's 100% worth going in for this die right here. Nice, perfect, boom. And J4 shows up. Sit on top of the wave. Sit on top of the wave. Sit on top of the wave. Smite comes out. He did not juke. So here, let's take a look at what he did wrong here. So J4 is coming in. So he's gonna flash in, which is pretty obvious. So he comes in, flashes. Doesn't use his. Oh, I guess it must have been down. So see right here. See what he made the mistake. Now all you have to do is watch for his. Are these on cooldown already? Oh, they are on cooldown. So all he had to do is go back onto his wave, and he'd be able to outplay. And especially with his shield coming up. So if he ran top as J4 with everything being down on him, he has these minions, and he's sitting on top of his minions. His stun comes back up. He's able to stun, and he's able to use his. I think this is the key burst where he, or is it this one? Riven quick dashes. Okay, this is quick dashes and gets his shield. So he'd be able to use his shield to juke his combo, but his combo's not up, and he's not level 6, so he's not going to catalyze him, and then of course get the auto attack on you, and of course you can jump out of it. So your Broken Wings comes back and you outplay. But you walk off to the side and not back on here to wait for your cooldowns, and he'd walk through the minions. You could have easily outplayed, juke sideways, and did a few backflips onto him. And yeah, he should have picked up that kill easy. Crossfire. Oh, okay, Fry. Or Fry. Why did I say Fry? I guess that's, I don't know. Sorry about that. I'm really bad at names. pretty much a tied up game. So let's take a look at the overall scoreboard while he's dead. All right, both the Mumu and J4 are going to be useless. They're going to be pretty much very, very squishy targets, and especially with him picking up a Kodak moment and going for the whatever the fuck you call it, because I never see that hardly being built, the upgrade AP item. I really don't know what it's called because I rarely see that, or if I just never play AP champions and build that item. So maybe that attacks mid and comes in. Let's see, that's Catalysm, and there is Sandro, and he's gonna get Catalysm, and he's gonna die if he does. I don't even know why the fuck he did that. He had no mana, and looks like Ryze is gonna port it. So seeing Ryze over here and going over the top, or going over that ward on Dragon, and you're a Mumu just dying, you have to get this turret. So you want to push this next wave, get the turret, and if Ryze is still over here chilling, but he has teleport, so you know he's gonna pour it in onto his turret right here once they finish this dragon. They're not done with it, and it's warded. Caitlyn comes over here, so Caitlyn will definitely be able to stop this. True shot coming out, resetting. The dragon almost reset. It will reset a little bit of HP, and there's the shield from the hook. Oh, the hook onto Zyra. Zyra's definitely gonna die. Ezreal shows up, drops it, lands it, and looks like Katarina's gonna be able to clean up. Ryze going down. So Ryze just went down, and now he's missing experience underneath the turret. They don't get dragon. And looks like 2 went down for Caitlyn, and there's the bouncing blades to Ez. So Ez goes down, Syndra has Force back, and J4, let's see, he went back and picked up his warrior, so that makes him even more squishier. So Ryze is even missing more CS. So let's see if he decides. He has to get this turret right now. If he doesn't hit this turret, he misses out on a free 100 gold. He has to get the turret. One shot that. Ryze not going back in. He looks like he wants this dragon really badly right now. But make sure you get this last hit on this turret. It's 100 gold. 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 And then now with the teleport over here, this is when you make a comeback. Like right now, Ryze is delaying his scale and beyond belief. Like he decided to port it onto this fucking thing and leave Riven top lane by herself, and she's just gonna be able to cruise right onto that item. And you see what he's doing? He's making another big mistake. You got the freedom to fucking take this tower, and he decides to run from right here. Now he goes back. He should be in his fucking lane, and they don't get anything besides killing a Mumu again. And I told you, a Mumu's already useless. Like if he dies, then dies and dies. Who gives a fuck? He's your jungler. You already saw him at level 3. You know, he was level 3, whatever. Fucking 9 minutes in game. Well, it was level 5, 9 minutes in game. So that kind of gives you an idea that Mumu does not know what the fuck he's doing. So there's the wind slash. The next minion wave comes up. Ezreal has to come top, and that's fine. But he could have pushed that lane a lot, you know, faster, and probably put a lot more damage onto this turret. The next time Ryze decides to do that and help his team with that teleport or just go in for a tele gank, he's gonna lose his tower, and then you work on pushing this next one. But pushing top lane, like you see what Riven's doing right now, it just forces people to come top, and you start to control them. Especially if J4 goes top, if he's not farming, and he goes warrior and doesn't go juggernaut. When you fall behind like this J4 has, you have to go juggernaut. There's no other way to, unless of course you pick up 6 kills and then you take mid turret, then you pick up a dragon all at the same time. Here, like every 20 seconds you're doing something, you're picking objectives, and you're getting gold. Then yeah, it's fine to go warrior. But when you don't, the longer this game goes on and you're doing absolutely shit, you're just gonna fall off. You're 2-1-1. Let's see gold count. Unless you decide to build a Randuin's after without making a single mistake to the Randuin's, then yeah, it's not too bad. But you're just very squishy, so if you're the first one to go in, you'll get blasted and you'll die instantly, especially playing against a AP Amumu. Yeah, he doesn't do a lot of damage, but he can still lock you down, and if Katarina is able to go in there and get resets and she's 6-1, she's gonna shit all over you. Let's see, Devin 92 CS, and Ryze for some reason doesn't want to go back to his lane, especially after his tower just got taken out. So for some fucking reason, Ryze wants his red buff. So I don't know what the hell I'm watching right here, but there's definitely no reason for him to pick this up. So let's see, Riven's gonna come in, gets the red buff, thank you very much, and uses all his mana, his ulti, so he can't go back to the lane. So knowing that he's almost and just used his ulti, if you saw it, you push that next wave and you keep Ryze underneath the turret, and he's gonna go back right now, and there's a wave here. So like I said, if he would have just pushed the wave earlier when Ryze was bought and teleported on the J4 flag, this tower would be very low. Instead, he's waiting for Ryze, and he's just wasting more and more and more time. But for some reason, this guy gonna check this
Cannot go
push.
unpunished.
There's the backflip, and the flag was thrown onto the red buff. Bye. Oh, nice flash. But there's the follow flash, red buff. Ignite gonna be enough too. So good shit by him. So nice patience. And let's see, we got a level 10 Riven. There's the ball. Misses the stun. That's, oh my god, he's doing so much damage. That is so much damage. And this is what happens when you don't farm well. When shit goes bad, you waste a lot of time. That's the damage you see. And this guy, you know, he's 3-1. He missed a lot of CS. Ryze wasted a lot of time and gave that Riven a free pass. He pretty much got a free pass. You know, it just, people just making bad calls. And look, he's level 11 to level 8 Ryze. He can carry this game alone by just sitting top. And there's the first dragon going over to the blue team with J4 dead. Blue team and then Syndra next. It was a free or easy call for the blue team. Ryze can, I mean, not Ryze. Okay, Ryze. There's nothing Ryze can do right now. He fucked himself completely. You know, he's gonna need another 20-30 minutes. But as long as it's Devin continues to farm, you know, Ryze is to blame for this Riven that's gonna have, you know, 3 or 4 items and, you know, all the levels. Being just high level. You're talking about level 11 to J4's level 8, and he just died again after just dying. So, you know, like I said, he buys Mercs. Mercs doesn't give you anything but CC, but when you're very squishy and under level, you're useless. And this wave's stacking up, so he'll be getting close to level 12. Oh my god, that wave's so broken. But yeah, and this is why I said if you make mistakes early or if you wasted a lot of time, you gotta know what jungle item to get. And if you don't know what you're doing, you know, you have to depend on your teammates, you know? This is why, oh shit. It's Wind Slash, and looks like Ryze is smart and says, I don't think I'll be going over here. And the thing is, you know, oh, what is he doing? Like, he's just throwing his lane right now. Like, he just threw, and he's gonna give a lot of experience. There's the smite. Let's see if he's able to get out. There's the shield. He can turn. He has to turn right now. He has to turn. Nice. Now you just keep going up. Go to your minion wave. I think he has enough. There's the shield. Walk down. Okay, there's the ball. Well, he gets a kill out of that, but not worth it at this point, unless of course your lanes are able to get something out of that. And J4 again dying for the 3rd time in a row. So it's like J4 dies, the Riven, right? To check to see if his red's there. It's not there. He dies. Okay, he goes bottom. He dies. He spawns. He goes back out and goes top because he's Riven doing some real shit. Dies again. So you see how useless. So if he had Juggernaut and then started working on a Randuin's, he'd be able to tank. And you know, with 2 people on 1 champion, he's able to tank Riven. So it's an easy kill. And when he shows up, lands the top. Let's see what happens. There's the Death Lotus, and of course the Curse of the Sad Moment to lock her down. And now mid lane dies. So J4 has to come down mid. Let's see what he decides to do after. He sees a low Katarina and he wants it. Ezreal's there too. Ryze needs to be very careful that if Riven comes back in and Ryze is in his lane, Ryze dies no matter what. He'll get chased down. But it looks like Riven's just gonna be able to farm. Should try to stop this back. Should know that he might be in his push. Nice. Oh, wow. That was so free. Let's see, he just hit level 12 and he's a little bit late, and now, you know, being 3 levels or pretty much 2 full levels at, you know, dying in between the turrets, he just gave, you know, almost a level back to Ryze. He's like, okay, here's the level. So if Riven makes the same mistake over and over, and Ryze is gonna, you know, slowly catch back up, finish some of his items. With Riven, with no MR on Riven, you know, it's gonna be easier next time J4 goes top. And with J4 to somehow get some tanky items, so J4 is useless. If J4 goes in, lands the knock up, and they get that single target kill, then it's good. And Ryze is kind of scared to go in. Looks like he's gonna miss a lot. So he's just like, he's trying to kill shit. He's trying too hard. There's no need to do that. What you want to do is create pressure and focus on trying to you know, 1v2 and outplay somebody. And, you know, instead of like just waiting for somebody to check a bush all the time. There's no need to do that in Platinum. You just want to just wreck shit.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright. I wouldn't try to fight this, especially being close to mid. somebody can help him, and he's just letting his farm sit top instead of pushing this out and keeping Rise in the tower. So there's the wind flash, and then J4 shows up, gets the knock. Oh wow, doesn't get the knock. There's the ulti. Let's see if he's able. Nice shield, nice flash. Let's see if he's able to get that. But Ezreal shows up, more people, and misses a point blank Q. So I don't like what he's doing. He's better off just farming, because when he dies, even though he draws us that attention, he's doing it in the mid lane. So he wants to just, you know, push top and try to keep things in his own lane and bring J4 top. So if J4 and Rise are top, and if someone's dumb enough like Ezreal to go top, then lanes are being left wide open for Caitlyn and Thresh, leaving only one person to cover this lane. Now Syndra and Zarya come over here, Ezreal's holding mid, and nobody's top lane again. So he's just wasting so much time. So stop trying to TDM and just focus on farming with Riven. The more farm you get, the faster you're going to get items. Let them come to you. Caitlyn, though, a lot of CS. Caitlyn with the 2 items, and once Last Whisper's completed, Caitlyn's going to be a problem. Here's Curses that mommy, and then, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck was that? Like, that's all fucking Amumu. That's what you get, guys, in Platinum. That is what you get in Platinum. Alright, so we got another fight down here. Big stack and wave. Rise needs to be careful. It definitely needs to respect it. Rise probably almost level 12, indeed. So let's see, is he almost he's a level and a half behind his Riven, and he's died what 2 times, 2 kind of bad deaths. You know if he was in lane, he can keep that full almost 3 levels ahead of the guy you're going against, you know. But you know, if you end up making another play, you do your damage, it's still fine. But again, J4 is right here waiting with Syndra. Now see right here, this is good, but you don't want to die to these 3. You don't want to die to these 3 right now. And then Ezreal's coming down. That's a free dragon. So what you want to do is, okay, if you die, then yeah, you get the dragon. But you're going to get the dragon anyway. So you don't want to die right now. So J4 shows top with Rise. So you wait for them to pick this up, and then if you decide to go in, I like the rotation right here to go mid and push this out, and then somebody can go like Caitlyn, push this out, which she should do, because there's nothing that the red team's gonna get since Riven pushed this out. And if they did something stupid like that, like a siege this early against this Katarina and Thresh and Amumu, would be very bad. So if the red team decides to fight this blue team, very bad, very bad.
My,
so,
like these nuts, yeah. I'm
Miso
acting like a fucking fanboy. I'm sorry,
Neo,
I'm sorry.
welcome, thank you. Misawa, Ranio. Sorry, Wind Slash comes out. Sorry for saying your name wrong. I'm fucking bad, I know. There's the Veiler, the shield, the Wind Slash. Doesn't have Ignite, and it looks like somebody getting shut down, but it doesn't matter. I want to focus on him. So 1 for 1, Amumu for Zyra. Because, you know, that's the whole point of playing top lane, is if you can draw 2 or 3 champions, 4 champions like you just did last time, then you're doing your job. That's the whole point. But you want to survive this. Now, Rise, not going to use this teleport. It'd be a very bad teleport. This tower's pretty much fucked. So see what you're doing here. If you weren't dying and you're pushing top, like, you know, and you're pressuring it super hard, you're gonna bring people to you. You definitely want to buy some wards if you have an open slot, or tell Katarina to help you drop wards, and tell your team what you're doing. You're gonna pressure top. If they send 2 or 3 for me, pressure these other lanes. And what you're gonna do with that is you're gonna control the enemy team. You're gonna be able to, you know, create picks, especially if you see where they're pathing. If you can't get anything out of it, you just see them on the map, and you have vision. If you have vision, you know what to do. It's easy to call. It's easy to, you know, play the game out. You know, whether it's, you know, splitting the whole game. So Riven overextends. Riven will know where their path is. See, you know, Syndra's coming this way. J4's coming at me this way, so I can just walk forward, back, and just, you know, have my team work on getting the inner mid or the inner bot. And the faster they push when they see you're in danger, that forces them to go back. And if they don't go back and they decide to chase you and you have your flash up, guess what? Now you're able to have your team take more and more objectives. And oh, nice flash. Yeah, and then just take more and more objectives, and you get more gold, and you just have you know, you just have more vision, more gold. The enemy team wasting their time, your team's farming, they're not. And Caitlyn's bot lane right now, so right here we pause it. So you see nobody in mid lane, which is a big mistake, but Katarina's down here baiting, so this actually could turn out really good. Amumu, I guess, just spawned. No, actually, he just picked up Totem back. So let's see, watch this. Thresh is right there. So Riven, gonna back. So right here, there's the DFC. Insta kill, gets the ulti off, and then drop. So the Catalina's gonna finish off Katarina, and that's 500 extra gold. But there's combo miss, stun comes out, so you know, picking up 2 for 1 worth. Ezreal, no way can match Caitlyn's damage right now. Well, could outplay. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I mean, when you're melee form into a Caitlyn, you don't realize that you need to parlay arcane shift the fuck out. Rai's gonna waste teleport. Amumu comes down mid. So rotations right now after picking up red is to take this tower, unless of course you can cut Syndra off. He's dumb enough to go down this way. Amumu putting some damage down, and there's going to be a blue buff. And let's see, Rise can't do anything about this. Doesn't want to step into his own jungle. So that's some blue, and a Bloodthirster completed if she goes back right now. And he gets a little bit of damage. There's the Lantern. So Zyra probably going to die again. There's the play. Boom. And Devin should be able to walk out of there, get sniped, but the tower not doing enough damage. Oh man. No fucking flag. Alright, True Shot coming out. He walks into the Ruin Prison. There's the stun. Pot fan flashes out. Survives that. Drops his ulti. One auto attack. Should do the trick, but really doing so much damage. Gets her ulti off. Gets the kill. There's the Baylor. Katarina comes in with the Death Lotus. Finishes off. And there's the Shampoo. Ezreal. Sniper Reno from Caitlyn. And that's 4 going down. So this game's pretty much over. And looks like the reconnection from the Rage from Zyra wasn't that strong, so she comes back. Probably a little salty. Alright, let's see what he decides to do. He's gonna go back. He's got 3 items, 2,700 motherfucking gold. I don't know, what is he gonna buy? A Bloodthirster? Finish his Ghost. Yeah, I think Ghost Blade would be fat and juicy. More movement speed. Spectral Cow picks up a Mana Crystal. What the fuck is he doing? Banshees, cooldown boots, 1,500. Oh, finishes his Banshees. I like that. That's not too bad. At this point, he already does enough damage. Nobody's really super farmed up. He's super farmed. 225. Could have a little bit more though. Yeah, Riven just does so much damage when you don't, you know, if you're a tank and you don't, you know, get tanky items, or you're a jungler and you're building the wrong items. You see how he doesn't complete his longsword, but now finally getting some armor when he probably should have picked that up a little bit earlier, but should have had the Juggernaut, would have been able to stall this game out. You know, you have to do that when you're AD carry. We're talking about the red team. It's not that farm and Caitlyn's farming. You know, the only thing you can do is buy items to stall this game out. Of course, you know, when you build Juggernaut and you build Randuin's on a J4, you're not gonna supremely carry this game. You can still carry with that build, but you got to get ahead and know what, you know, how to snowball your lead with those items. Because if you're a jungler that's the same level as solo laners or higher, that means you're probably making plays, farming a lot, and just, you know, controlling it, you know, just dominating the game. Period. But he's not. He's just very squishy, and you see Riven 4 levels above the enemy jungler, and 3 levels, or your mid laner 3 levels below this Riven, and then Zyra's 5, drops her ulti. For what reason? Die, double kill, and this guy's taking some laser beams, snipe doesn't hit, minion wave coming in. Caitlyn, meanwhile, is there in mid lane, okay, and they're gonna be able to take this tower. There's nothing they can do, and there's the true shot coming out. Caitlyn gonna do a little bit of damage. Now Syndra spawns in 19, 18, Rise. He gets hit with Lantern, play, and then he's out to cost, and there's J4, useful. And that's gonna be more than damage. I like how the red team thinks that they can still win this. It's like, what the fuck is the surrender mode? Like, when you don't know what the fuck is going on, it's like, this is why, you know, I can just tell that J4 doesn't know what he's doing. Syndra and everybody else, you know, regardless. Well, definitely J4 more like it. Maybe, and Rise, of course. I don't know what happened mid lane. I don't know what happened bot lane. Oh, I know what happened bot lane. Zyra just fucking too squishy. Just feeds up a storm. Unless you're Ezreal super fucking clean up duty, your Zyra is more likely gonna feed lane. Yeah, it was just a struggle, and I just don't understand why they feel like they can win this. Like, start a new game. It's like, yo, new game, guys.
Godlike.
Alright, so looks like this game of Reno is over. At this point, yeah, you can do this. Zone them, and then your team take tower. Doesn't really what's happening. That's another hit. And your AD carry, it's 4 items. This fucking name is over. Yeah, he's just flying. Say he's gonna die and knocked up. But very smart for at least taking the top in hand. Yeah, so overall, yeah, Devin, if you're out there, I don't know if this game's over, but yeah, just pretty much just watch the beginning part, and you know, Runes of Mastery is definitely making a difference. I don't know, I would definitely get rid of the per level and use flat, especially when you're playing against Rise. Rise wasted mana, but you had to waste a lot of time trying to stretch the jungle. Pretty much a waste of time too, and look at Caitlyn doing all this damage. There's the lock-in, shield. They take one extra third laser beam, still doing damage. She gets out of there, there's the heal. Katarina, Death Lotus, reset, no, exhausted, Rune Prison, there's the play, on to splash. Caitlyn's got the peel action going down, stun does get, oh wow, Dipset's her 300 team. There's the Pinata, Bone, versus that Mummy, J4 goes down, Zara coming in. Riven is dead, 3 people down, useless as Ezreal comes back in, and Caitlyn should be able to lifesteal back up. Holy fuck, the lifesteal is real. And the last next turn, she's saying, fuck, health, I'm just gonna take these minions. Let's just finish out this Pyro real quick, and Caliber net, have my support. Nope, the red buff finished her off, and yeah, that's the end.
Red team's turret has
What the
been
fuck is
destroyed.
wrong with this Caitlyn, man? End this fucking game already.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Alright, yeah, Devin, man, if you're out there, I know you're probably watching. Definitely, oh my god, what the fuck? Expect it at you? Nicely done. Yeah, you definitely need to get some flat MR and then pressure that shit, man. And look at these fights, these you know 1v2s. If you're trying to learn the ins and outs and you have full control of the game, then that's understandable. But I don't know, I just felt like you didn't have control of this game. I wasn't really paying attention. Besides your bot lane dominating pretty hard and your Amumu showing next level